Hi, everybody. I'm Greg.
And I'm Katie. Welcome to the Meeple Society. Tonight we are playing Dinner in Paris.
But before we get into the gameplay, if you really like gameplays like this, go ahead and hit the like button, hit our subscribe button, and the bell, and you'll get future content.
All right, well, in Dinner in Paris, you are playing restaurateurs, setting up restaurants around the square in Paris. Before we get started, before we set up, I want to show there's two sides to this board. This is the main board that sets up for either 2, 3, or 4 players. However, for the 2-player side, and we're going to flip it over to the 2-player side. We're going to flip it this way. This is solely for two players. So just to make it a little easier, we're going to play on this side. To set up the game, first thing you're going to do is set out your board, set out all of your restaurants. When you first get the game, there are stickers to put on and roof tiles to put on, which basically are like little Lego pieces.
Lay these down so they can see.
But so you're going to get all that set up. So you're going to set out all of your restaurants. Every player has their player board, and we will go over what the player boards, all the symbology means. But you're going to set up all of your little terraces, your little square terraces on your player board. These are all dual layered, so the terraces fit in nicely. You get 2 cubes to track your income, one of which your yellow one sits on the 1, so you start out with a base income of 1 per round. On the board, these are goal cards. Everybody is going to start with 2 of them, and oh wow, they're all mixed up, aren't they? So we're going to shuffle these up, and everybody is going to start with 2. We're each going to choose one of those 2 that we want to keep as our personal goal, and then the other one will get put out into the main area as a public goal that anybody can fulfill throughout the game. Next, we also have our resource cards. Again, we'll shuffle these guys up. Resource cards are basically the question of how you're building all your buildings, how you're building your restaurants, or how you're opening your restaurants. You need certain resources in order to open each type of restaurant. So we're going to lay out 4 here that remain open. We each get 4, and we'll go over what all of them are. And then the rest go right there. So there are a number of different types, and I probably should have done this before I shuffled, but that's okay. So you've got your tomatoes, you've got your flour, you have, well, I'll set those 2 aside. You've got your potatoes, you've got cheese, seafood, bread or baguettes, and pork chops. So there's your 7 right there. Then you also have your money cards. Money cards are good for one-time use of $1, or I think these are all 1 coin. There's some other places you can get 2 coins from. But these are the 8 different types of cards. Now, there are also some cards in here that are choice cards. So you can choose to use either potatoes or cheese, or seafood, chops, or potatoes. You can't use all 3, of course. So those are also in the deck. And for the sake of this, I'll just redeal those 4. I've redealt those, so we're good there. Now, there is the pigeon cards. Pigeon cards, and we will explain what these do. These are all one-time use cards. There's 2 different types of cards. There are immediate use cards, which as soon as you pick it up, you play it. There are cards that you can play later on in the game whenever the situation fits. You get these cards by placing terraces over pigeons. And I'll explain that. I'll explain that. There's that. So those go there. Nobody gets any of those to start with. And then we have our kind of a common goal card here that at the end of the round. This is only end of game scoring. One we have, let's see, most terraces around bands, and I'll explain that. There's the bands. Most terraces in the Rue Sud area. Rue Sud area is down here. So most in this general vicinity. And then whoever has the most pigeon cards at the end of the game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And there's plenty.
There's lots of those, so it changes up every round. At the end of the game, or it changes up every game, sorry. At the end of the game, whoever scores the most of each of these is going to get 10 points. Whoever scores the least, as long as they have at least one, is going to score 4 points.
And this is for a 2-player.
Right.
On
it's
the other
a little
side,
different
it scores
for more players, correct. All right. So now let me explain what you do in a turn. Each round, each turn that you take, there's one thing you have to do, and then you have an option of 4 things to do. You do 2 of. The one thing you have to do every round is choose a card. So every round, no matter what, you are picking a card up out of the display here and immediately replacing it with something new. Then that goes into your hand.
That's the first phase.
I'm going to keep my hand separate here. All right, so that's your first phase. Second phase of every turn, you have 4 options. You can choose more cards. You can choose one more card. You can build a building. You can build a terrace. Or you can complete a goal, whether it be a common goal or your personal goal you have set aside.
Mm-hmm.
You can do 3 of those 4 things twice if you wish. You can pick up 2 cards, which essentially means you get 3 cards in your turn, and your turn is over. You can build 2 buildings, or you can complete 2 goals. The only thing you can't do twice is take the build terrace action twice, because when you take the build terrace action, you can build as many terraces as you can afford to build. So you don't really need to take it twice. Now let's explain what each action does. Taking cards, pretty self-explanatory. You're taking a resource card, you're putting it into your hand. Maximum hand limit is 7 at the end of your turn. So you can temporarily go above 7, but by the end of your turn, you have to discard back down. To build a building, building a building. So say I had these 3 cards in my hand. These are what I need in order to build the fruit de mer. So the fruit de mer requires 2 seafood and a baguette right here. So I would grab one of those buildings, provided there's one left. Everybody has signs, for lack of a better term. Yep, there's signage that goes on the top of their building to identify it as theirs. You're going to put that out somewhere in the outer rim of the board. You can't put it on anywhere inside the outer rim. You cannot put it on directly on the 4 corners, so you can't put it on top of the trees. So you're going to place it out somewhere on the outside of the board. The next option you can do is to build terraces. And again, you can build as many as you can afford to build.
Of the buildings you have built.
Yes, thank you. Of the buildings you have built. So since I have a fruit de mer building built, I can now build a terrace out of this row. Every time you build a terrace, you're starting from the left side and you're working across. Now, how these read. Up above each of the terraces, you see this 2 mark here. This means that from here to here costs me 2 coins for each one of these terraces I'm going to lay down. From here to here costs me 3 coins for each one I lay down. And from here to here is 4. And then this last one in this row is 5. Mm-hmm. Whereas up here, 1, 2, and 3, etc. Down below, these circles are the number of victory points you're going to earn at the end of the game for the
farthest one over.
Furthest one over that's been uncovered. So if I get all the way to here and say these are the last 2 I picked up, then I'm going to get 18 points for this row. That being said, the whole row would be gone at that point. The coin symbols underneath, when you uncover that icon, then you get to permanently boost your income for the round. You also permanently boost your income anytime you build a building. So when I built this fruit de mer, my income went up by 1. If I built this first terrace down here, if I had one of these guys out, and I built this first terrace, then I would permanently boost my income.
And each building boosts your income.
Yes. All right, so now laying terraces. To lay down a terrace, you have to lay it down in front of a building of your own to start. So if I built this guy, my first one would have to go somewhere in these 3 squares directly in front of the building. From there, I can go anywhere as long as I am directly next to, orthogonically next to, something I've already laid down of that type. Now, that being said, say I had this guy over here. I could not just take this guy from his row and put it right here. That's an illegal placement because it's connected to this terrace. You cannot build terraces next to an opponent's terrace, nor can you combine 2 of your own. Each building's terraces have to be completely separate. So there always has to be a space between them. So now this is legal, but this would not be legal.
Now there is a card in the pigeon deck that allows you
Yes.
to do that right there.
Yes. If I were to expand my terrace over here and I get this pigeon covered up, now I draw a pigeon card. I look at it. If it's something that has to be played immediately, which this one does, I would immediately draw 2 resource cards, put them in my hand, and go on. If that took me over my hand limit, though, at the end of the round, I have to discard down. We'll shuffle those back up, yes. Okay, so that is laying down terraces. Now, as you are laying down terraces, there are some cards that talk about wanting to be near, well, for instance, this one, to be terraces around bands. Well, these are your band locations. These are your flower beds, and you've got light posts, and then you've got your center fountain. There are goal cards that want you to be near one or all of them. So you cannot place on top of any of these. In fact, the only icon on here you can place on top of is the pigeons, because you can, shoo them along and then put your terrace down.
In their mouth.
Take their letter. Yep, they've got letters in their mouth, don't they? So, all right, that's playing terraces down. Now, the last thing you do on your turn is to claim a goal, whether it be the personal goal you started the game with, or one of the ones that was put out here. If you claim your personal goal, you're going to immediately draw a new card to replace it. You can choose to keep it or to put it out here. If you cannot finish a goal that's in your hand by the end of the game, then you lose. Usually it's 4 victory points down here at the bottom.
It's usually whatever the victory point is, you're going to lose it if you don't make
whatever's up here, you're going to end up losing it.
And they range from 3 to 5.
We'll explain some of those as they come along. There are actually 3 different types. There are shapes. Now, a terrace shape does not necessarily have to be this exact shape. The shape has to be within your terrace. So, for instance, if my terrace looked like, well, there's the exact shape, but say my terrace had actually grown to look like this, that would still count, because this shape is within this terrace if all I have to do is take those away. So that does count. There are ones that show some of the features on the board. 5 terraces around the fountain. There are also, 2 terraces around each of the flower beds. And then there are the ones that they want you to control or have so many in a specific area of the square. So this one is in Rue East. So you want to have at least 9 terraces over in this section of the board. So those are your basic 3. Place 3 terraces in each restaurant category. Well, that's a little harder. Place all terraces from a restaurant category. Okay, that's not so bad. All right, so anyway, so that's those. The game ends in one of 3 ways. When a certain number of the restaurants have been put out, a certain number of the buildings, and that varies. For a 2-player game, it's 11. For a 3-player game, it's 13. And for a 4-player game, it's 15. So that's one way it ends. Another way it ends is if one player has 2 complete rows of terraces built. Or the third way, if there is no way any player can either lay down more restaurants or more terraces, then the game would also end. That is essentially it. If I missed anything, we'll be sure to mention it during the play. But in the meantime, let me get this cleaned up and we'll get started. To determine first player, the rule book states it's the last person who ate in a restaurant. Well, since that was both of us at the same time, we'll go to our default, which is the last person who lost a game, which would be Greg in this case. So you get, no, wait a minute. I lost that last game. I guess I go first. All right, so my first turn, I am going to, well, obviously my first action, I have to take a card. So I'm going to take this card right here. And it is immediately replaced. And then now I have my normal 2 actions for a turn. I'm going to take, what do I want to do? I can't build anything yet. However, I'm going to pick up this card here. That's my first action. My second action, I'm going to use this card for the cheese, along with some chops, some tomatoes, and some potatoes, and I'm going to build myself a grill right off the bat. So there's my grill. Where do I want to put my grill? I want to place my grill. We will just place him right here. Okay, that's my 2 actions. That is all I can do. I take all my cards and I discard them and I'm done.
Okay, so my turn is, I'm going to put a card out.
Yes, sorry.
More potatoes. Yay.
Oh, I gotta change my...
I am going to...
The grill gave me a boost in income of 2. Can't forget to do that.
I am nowhere near having anything. So, I am picking up, I think I'll pick up these chops. New card come out.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah,
Now, the rule does state if there are 3 identical cards out, then you can remove them all and put new cards out. However, these aren't really identical. They do give you some other options, so we'll leave them be.
I'm going to pick up these potatoes for my first action of my turn.
Okay.
And I have a baguette. I have a chop. I have some cheese. I have some tomatoes, and I have some potatoes to get a brazier, which is one of these big guys, which I'm going to stick right there. And that allows me to raise my income by 3, so I'm now at 4. But that is 1 turn, right? I picked up 1 card.
You picked up
pick up 2? Oh yes, I did pick up a
You
second
pick
card.
up card,
Yes.
and then yes.
That is my 2 turns.
Yep.
And I need to put my sign up on top.
Yep. Okay, so now I have to pull a card into my hand. Let's pull, I think I'm going to pull, yeah. Okay, there's flower. Okay, so that's my card. For my second action, I am going to also just pull a card, I guess. There's not much else I can do. So we will pull... I'm going to pull that one. All right. All right, so that's 2 actions. My third action, I'm going to build some terraces. Mm-hmm. So I built my grill, so I can build from this one. It cost me 3 per. I have an income of 3, so I get to build 1 out. Put 1 out. I am going to put it right here on top of this pigeon and take a pigeon card. You crushed the
pigeon.
I did. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, my turn?
Yes.
I am going to pick up this flower, put out a new one. Ooh, look, it's a coin.
Mm-hmm.
So, for my turns... I am going to, I think I'm going to pick up this baguette for 1 and then spend my 4 coins to put out a terrace for my brazier on top of the pigeon. So I get to crush a pigeon.
Shoo the pigeon away.
And I steal his letter.
See how you are.
And that is a nice card. Okay, so that's the end of the card. I only have 3 cards. 3 resources in my hand, so I'm good.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. I am going to take that guy.
It went out and potatoes.
And potatoes. Darn it. There's not much I can put out right now. Okay, so I am going to for one action, take the coin. And 2 actions, I will
Look,
put
more
out
potatoes.
more potatoes. Now, we have 3 potatoes out there. These all go away.
Okay. We
And
do
we put
not
out
know
new
have.
cards.
We do not know have. We don't have 3 potatoes anymore. We have tomato, seafood, baguette, and flour.
Ooh, do I want that instead of what I was going to do?
Yeah, that changes things up, don't it?
No, I think I'll stick with what I was going to do. Okay, so I am going to again pay $3. I have 3 income, so I'm spending that 3 to put another terrace out right there. And then I am going to spend my $2 from there and another $1 from my hand to put another terrace out. And the last terrace I put out increased my income by 1. So
Okay.
there's that. And so that goes there and that goes there. That is my turn.
I'm going to take the crab or the seafood. What can I build? Not a lot of anything.
I was going to say, at this point, I can't build anything.
I think, though, I am going to take this card for my first action, but I am going to use up these 3 cards, which is a baguette, flour, and cheese, along with this card that says you can open a restaurant using 1 less ingredient. So my 1 less ingredient is the chops, and I'm going to build a baravan. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And I'm going to place it right there.
I don't know where you're placing it. I can't see
What's
what
the
you're doing.
street? We need that. Yes, I'm going to place it right there.
Okay.
And that is my baravan. And that is my 2 actions.
All right. I am taking these chops. Well, that's my primary. And then I'm going to take these potatoes for my first action. And then for my second action.
Oh, I forgot to raise my I got to raise it by 2, so I am at 6 now.
I think I'm going to use my $3 and put out 1 more. Right here. Right? Yes, I think so. Okay.
That's your 2 actions?
That is my 2 actions.
Play that. I am, for my first, my draw, I'm picking that up. This gets flipped over to there. Ooh, that's an interesting card. But I think what I'm going to do
I did that wrong.
for my first action is I'm going to play these. I have 2 seafood and a baguette to put out the fish market, basically.
Okay.
I'm going to put the fish market right there, or right there.
How do you have 3 out already?
Because I'm very good at building. That's my job. I'm going to put it right there.
Okay.
No, I'm going to put it right there.
Oh, would you
No,
make up
right
your
there.
mind?
And that's my fish market. She's so pushy. There's my fish market.
You can't see on the other side of it.
Oh,
Okay. Is that your 2 turns?
that's only 1 turn, is building that. So now I can, that allows my fish market allows me to go up 1, so I now have 7. So I'm going to build another one in front of my brazier, right there. And I'm going to play one in front of my bar, which costs me 3, so that is my total 7 I have. And I'm going to play it on that pigeon to get me another pigeon card.
Now are you done? Good. All right. I am taking.
Yes, I am done.
That's good. Because I was moving on anyway.
See how she is?
Yep. I'm going to take this. All right. I was hoping to hold out, but it's not going to work. Okay. So I am going to play my potatoes, tomatoes, cheese, chops, and my baguette to place out the other. I'll move that guy back. Brazier. And we are going to place him right there. Place him right there. Okay, actually I can put it right up against it if I want to. Okay, so that's one action. Discard those. Second action, that increases my money by 3, so it gives me 7. And I will spend 4 of it right here. Actually, I will spend all 7 plus that to put 2 out right here. So there's 1, 2 right on top of a
pigeon?
thank you.
So you get a pigeon card?
That?
I don't know.
Wait.
Do you want to do
Shush,
that?
shush, shush.
You will no longer be able to place right there.
I know, that's what my thing is.
You can move them over.
But then I don't know the pigeon. You know what, we're going to do this. We're going to come down to this pigeon. It's there and then on top of that pigeon.
Okay.
And I get the pigeon card. This is an immediate draw 2 resource cards.
Nice.
Those are nice ones, yes.
Okay.
I do like those.
My
Okay.
first, my draw
I'll use
is,
this guy.
I'm taking some potatoes.
Potatoes.
Ooh.
Lots of money out there.
Yeah, lots of money. I need cards. So I think I am going to, I think I will take the money card. So technically I have 8. So what I'm doing is in front of my bar, I'm playing 2 more of these.
I've got one more there too.
Right there.
Yeah. 2.
That's 6. And I'm playing this card
6,
to get
7, 8.
another one. So in front of my fish market, I'm playing this one on, I can't play it on the pigeon yet. I gotta play it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. All right. I am going to start by taking this card
Yeah, of course you are.
first. And then my second
Don't
turn.
forget 7 cards.
I know, I've only got 5.
Okay.
My next turn will be to take those. That's one turn. Okay. And then I have a total of $8 I can spend. I think I'm going to do 2 in front of the grill at $4 each. And we're going to go here and we're going to encompass this little pigeon guy. So that's my 4. That's $8 total and I get the pigeon. Okay. All right. Your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take a tomato. More coins like crazy coming up with coins.
Yeah. How well do you shuffle those?
I'm gonna take a thing of flour. Oh, wrong stack. Oh look, flour's back. Okay, but I have 7 coins to work with. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one more in front of my brazier. And I'm going to put that one right there. And then I have 3 more coins to use. And I will build it off my grill, which will go right there.
Okay.
Or actually not my grill, my bar.
Your bar.
And that is my 2 turns.
Okay. Take a coin. That's my first action. I'm going to take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to have to spend something here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So I have, oh, wait a minute. I think I got another coin here. So let me recount. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 that we start with, 7, 8, 9. I should be at 9 coins. Okay. All right. So now my second action, I'm going to build. I'll build 1 for 4 coins right here in front of my brazier.
Oh, I should be at 8.
Yeah. So you gotta stop counting. You gotta count them every once in a while because you
Mhm.
forget. And then I will build one. So that leaves me, that was out of 9. That leaves me 5. All right. I will build another one in front of the brazier. I have 5 available to me. It costs me 6. So I'll spend 1 coin. That'll take me down to my hand limit. And this guy will go right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go out to here. Okay.
So my turn?
Yes. That was my
So
2 actions.
taking the cheese. There's more flour up there. And I can do what? Could do that, but I'd rather do something different though. So I am going to I'm gonna take the flour. And then I have 8 coins. I'm going to build another one at my brazier, which I'm going to build right here.
Okay, that cost you
And
6.
that cost me 6, and then I'm going to put one in front of my right there to get me a pigeon card.
Okay. I am taking this cheese as my first action, as my primary act, that action. My first action, I have potatoes and tomatoes and cheese. And
Oh, you beat me to it. That's what I was trying to build up to.
Chops, my baguette, my flour, and my seafood
That
to build the big guy.
Might be able to win the game with that one.
I hope so. So I am going to put him right over here. Right.
Because you got a brazier and the big restaurant.
I know.
That's 20 points right
I'm
there.
gonna move him actually down 1 here, just so
Okay, well, time to back up and see what I can do now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him right there. Okay, so that's that. Oh, that's only 1 turn. Hold on, I still got actions left.
Oh my gosh!
So that gives me 4 more coins.
You don't need it.
13 now.
You don't need them.
Shush. So I'm gonna build. There's
She shushed
6. I did shush you. So 6 and 8. If I were to build 2 of these, is 14. Look at that. I have a coin left. And actually, I go up to 14 anyway. So I don't really need to.
You're at
I'm gonna be that back.
14.
Yes, I'll double check it, but yes. And I'm going to put these guys right here. 1, 2, covering that pigeon, taking a pigeon card, place an additional tiers on the same restaurant for free.
Whatever.
I get to use that one eventually. Okay, so let me recount my money just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the one we start with. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14.
Yeah, I forgot about the one we started with.
Yes, you start with 1.
So I've built.
So that's 1, 2, and 4.
No, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Sorry.
That's 3. That's 2. So that's 5. That's 6.
Yes.
And then
Plus 1 you start with.
7, 8, 9. So I should be at 9. I have
Okay.
been cheating myself for 2 turns now. Okay, so I am taking a. What do I need? I don't need anything out there really. Okay, so I guess I'm taking a tomato. Like I really, really wanted to. And I'm taking it off the wrong stack. We're putting out a crab. Who needs crabs? So I'm going to play these 3 cards here. That's going to let me, it's 2 flowers and a cheese. It's going to let me put out a creamier, which I'm going to put right here.
Creamier, the crepier,
The creamier.
something like that.
Yes. Okay, so that's one action. And then I am going to spend my 9. I'm going to put out for 6. We're going right here. So I have 3 left. I can, oh, that raises me up 1. So actually I have 4 left because now it puts me at 10. So I want to put it right here, take this out, because that's going to raise me up another one. And this is on the grill or the bar. So I am going to put it right there. So that's 4. That would be everything.
All right.
Actually, I'd have one left anyway.
No, I need at least one more. So my first action will be to take a coin. And then I have 14 to spend plus 2, so a total of 16. I'm going to place this guy out for a total of 12. He's going to go, doesn't really matter, I guess. It's not going to really get me anywhere either way. I'll go ahead and put him right there. So that's 12. So I have $4 left because I placed this. So I'll take him and put him right here. Okay, and that is my turn. Right? Yes, because my first one was draw an extra card. All right, I spent all my money.
I must stop you. I'm taking
What was that?
I must stop you. That's exactly what I said. Okay, so I'm paying for a pizzeria.
Okay, so that's one action.
Pizzeria. And watch this.
got 5
It's gonna
buildings
make you
already.
so mad.
You can't build anything there.
Yes,
honey.
I can, because I have a card that says I can.
Okay, whatever.
You can place terraces adjacent to another player's terrace and cover up to 2 terraces. I believe
cover up
it's
to 2. You can place up
I
to
can
2
place
of
up
them
to 2
next to it.
terraces up.
Okay.
So I have that I just built, which gives me another. So I'm at 12.
That is going to give you the most terraces around bands. So
This gives me
to stop you.
That is 2 and 4.
Knew I should have put him over 1. Darn it. You brat. I knew I should have moved him over 1.
And 6.
You are totally
8.
covering up the band.
No, I'm just getting.
You are
in
too.
I'm just stopping you from being able to take that prize. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 12.
Oh my gosh.
So I still have 4 left.
Whiner.
I'm not whining. So I am going to place in front of
4, 5.
my grill.
And I'm not going to
Or
bother trying.
do I go to the creamier? But I would lose 1.
This is in loose side. Gosh, you got that one too.
But that would give me another boost.
I'm not going to get any of those points.
I should be at 14 right now.
Okay.
And I've spent 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay.
So that would put me at 6, right?
Yes.
Should have 6 left.
Yes.
Okay, so that changes things now. What? I don't know
Nothing.
what you're talking about. So I'm actually, well, that would take 4 of it. I'd have 2 left and not be of anything to spend. Or I could do that to raise it up another one and be at 12. I need to get the rest of these out too. Yeah. I can't put that out, so I guess I'm going to go and take... No, I am. I'm going to waste one. And I'm going to put this one out right here on front of there to get another pigeon. Oh, play an additional terrace on the same restaurant for free. So it's coming out of
I
here.
don't like it when you get those cards.
I really wish I had placed that one now because I would have gotten another one up there. So it goes there.
All right.
And that does that. And I am done.
Finally?
I'm going to double check my things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
9,
Taking
10,
the cheese.
12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I'm at 15.
All right. So for my first action, I'm claiming this.
Okay.
I have that built right there.
Yep. You do.
So I put that face up right there for me. Okay. Second action, I'm going to build terraces. I'm running out of space, though. I've got to get some more buildings built. All right, so I have a total of $14. So I can essentially build all three of these because these two are 5 each, and this one's still 4 each. So I'm building all of these
Holy
on my
cow,
grill.
you're about to end the game.
Oh my gosh, I am.
I'm just getting started. Jeez.
Okay. I forgot. Okay, and
You're
that's my
not
2
sorry.
actions. Hey, after what you just did down here and stole that one from me, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Anyway, your turn.
I'm taking the potatoes.
More
So,
potatoes.
I am building this
See, you
one.
can build another one? Oh, you're building
That's
a terrace.
8. I'm putting it right there. Well, wait a minute. No. I'm putting it right there. That's 8. From 15 would put me at 13. So for 8 more, I'm putting it right there. So that's 8 more, so that puts me at 5. 1, 2,
Wait.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
How much
8.
did you have?
Oh, I had 15.
You couldn't have
I
even
couldn't
built
have
2
done.
of them.
I
That's
couldn't
16.
have built 2 of them. You're correct.
He cheats. I have to watch his
I am
math.
not cheating.
His math is
So from 15 minus 8
is 7.
is 7.
So unless you got a coin hiding somewhere.
Mimi. She is so horrible.
Whatever.
Um.
None of these ingredients help me at all.
So I have 7 left, so I can build 1 in front of my bar to go right there, and then 1 in front of the here in front of the crepier. Okay, so yeah, I'm nowhere near getting something finished off. Nobody's built the French fry stands this time.
Well, it's because I haven't had 2 potatoes in my hand at once that I didn't want to use elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did I uncover anything? No,
I need to recount here. 1, 2. Well, wait, first of all, 4, 7. Oh, that's easy enough. 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should be at 15 now. Okay. I'm going to take, what do I want? I'll take a tomato. One action, I'll take the flour. Second action, if I do that, I'm gonna, no, second action before I do anything, I'm going to claim mine. 9 terraces in the Rue Oest area. I thought that was Quest area, but that is not a Q.
It's basically the west.
Okay.
Which is this one.
Yep. So, and I definitely have
Mhm.
9 in that region. So I'm claiming that. That's my second action. Your turn.
You have 2 more to go. And you have the money to put it out.
I know I did, but I wanted to make sure I got this out before I ended the game.
You. I told you. We play this game on video, she'll win it. I've won all the other ones.
I haven't won one yet.
I have won all
I
the
would
other
really
ones.
like to
I'm
get
going to
into the
take this
restaurant
card
lounge.
for my card. So would I.
But I can't.
But I don't have anything to get a restaurant out with.
Exactly.
So
That's my problem.
this was gone. Okay, so for 8, I'm putting that out right there. So that's 8 from 15. You know what? We're going to go from 8 from 16. So that gives me
Left.
8. And then I am going to go where? What do I do for my last action?
Can you claim your gold card yet?
I am going to. It's 2 points, so why not? I'm going to build a fight stand. And we're going to put it over here. Over here. And it's backwards. It goes this way. We put the fights there. And I'm going to play my pigeon card, which can allow me to draw an objective or complete a second objective during your turn. So if I complete that with this card?
I think
Am
you
I
have to have
incorrect?
completed an already completed one. If that's your second action, then no, you still only get 2 actions.
Okay, so we're not building that because I got to get this out so I don't lose my points. So I guess I am claiming that because it's right there.
Oh, yep, I see it. Okay.
I didn't want to lose 5 points.
No,
You're already
heavens,
winning.
no. Yeah, I thought so last game too, but it didn't work out that way. All
You have
right,
34
so my
points there.
turn.
I have not cut it out. Oh, wait a minute. I still have. No, I did. I spent all 8 points. Okay.
Okay. All right. I am picking up. What was I going to pick up? Oh, yes. I'm picking up the flour. I am using the flour, 2 flours, and a cheese to build the creperie. We're going to build it right here. Yeah, right there is fine. Whatever. Okay, so that immediately gives me another $1 in money. So that's one action. My second action is going to be, that's 7, that'd be 12 if I built both of those. 13, 14.
Now, if she finishes the game, I get one more turn because she was.
Because I
first.
started. That's true. That's true. You know what?
You're gonna
So
finish
this
the
is
game.
12, and this is another 4.
Keep them
for
separated so
16.
you
I
know
know.
where they're going.
So these 2 go to my grill, which is going to give me a pigeon card, and we'll just go there for the heck of it. Actually, I'll fill it in for the sake of symmetry, whatever. Draw 2 resource cards like that. It's not what I wanted right now, but okay. Okay, so that's that. And then these 2 go to my creperie, which is over here, and I've got him backwards. And we're going to go right on top of that pigeon again.
I think you got the pigeon card
I
taken
hope
care
so.
of.
And I get 2 coins, which means
you can
I
play
could
at any
turn
time.
around and play to put this out, to put another one out.
Which raises your.
Which raises my income by 1, but I can't do anything with that. So.
Okay.
Okay. That is technically, the game has
I
been.
get one more turn.
Yes, that has triggered the end of the game, but he still has a turn.
Yeah, which I can't do anything with anything out here. So I guess I'm taking a meat. Okay, so for $12, I have 15. I am putting this guy. Oh boy, I could get another pigeon card, but I don't think I have it. I've only got 4 pigeon cards, and you've got like 20 of them.
3, 4, 5. I've got 6.
So it's not going to help me. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to go right there for one.
Oh.
That's 12 of my 15, so I have 3 left.
I just
So I
gave
can
you.
put another one here in front of my. Oh, I can put it in front of the fish store too. I don't care. It's not going to matter. And so my second action is claiming
Decline that
this.
All right, so that is game end. So
Mhm.
they do provide a score pad, so we'll do a quick tally. And all right. It was a close game. With a 2-point lead, I actually won this one. Yay! So that is how you play Dinner in Paris. Very puzzly, economic, keep control of your money type of game. Resource management. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we missed anything that I haven't already caught, then please put it down in the comments. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I try to respond as quickly as I can. Otherwise,
Until then, we'll see you at the next one.